Hello everybody! Today I'm here with an idea for a brand new series I'd like to start creating that is called Disney Heroes Battle Mode Character Concepts, or I guess Hero Concepts would be the better way to explain it. And it requires me to create a mock-up of what that character would look like in the game, and then go through some of the skills and animations that we could possibly see, and just talk about the character itself. And I can't do this series all too often because it requires me to do a lot of drawing here to actually create the character, and I hope you appreciate it for that alone. So let's first just start off by looking at the design I created and talk about just yokai in general. So first off, I just want to say I hope you like how he turned out. I tried pretty hard. I could definitely do more work on it, and some of the line variations are a bit weird in some areas, and it's hard for me to recreate the style with all the shading and everything, just the way that I am creating it. And I'm not completely familiar with Adobe Illustrator yet either, so there's a lot of just technical stuff that I'm not great at yet, that I'm trying to improve on. So as we hopefully continue the series, I will continue to improve on stuff like that. But I decided to choose Yokai, if I'm being completely honest, because I thought he would be one of the more simpler characters to do, because he's mostly just gray and black with his design on his mask, which was really fun to create as well. But I thought a character more probably requested, someone like Anna or Phineas and Ferb or something, would be really hard to do, especially on my first try. So I would probably want to save something like that for future concepts. But yokai was the best place to start. I don't have to draw a human face. I don't have to do a lot of different forms. It's just a nice mask with a pretty blocky stature as well. So that was the idea behind it. And I think I captured it pretty well. There's a lot of white shading on the characters, and the line thicknesses are, like I said, a little weird, but I think I did an okay job with that too. I think honestly, if you were just like scrolling by and you saw this, that you might think that it was an actual picture, but obviously on closer inspection, I think it's pretty clear to see that it's not real. But I would love to hear what you guys think about it, and how you think I could possibly improve or something, or if you think I'm doing well. And I also really like yokai, and I think it would be fun to get a villain from Big Hero 6 in there too. I don't see him as requested as a lot of other characters, but like I said, he was a good place to start, I think. So what I want from you guys is to suggest other characters you want to see me do this with. And probably can't do any that are too difficult. Like, I would love to do Phineas and Ferb, but I also want to do them as a duo, and that's 2 whole characters I'd have to create, which would be pretty difficult. But I think I could probably do it, and if I could do another one, I probably want to do that one next. So let me know if that's a good idea, or what you want me to see, or want to see me do. And let me know if you like the idea of the series. Again, let me know if you like his design. I worked pretty hard on it. And I don't know what to say, because I can't, like, usually I would talk about the designs and like, oh, it looks good, they captured it well. But like, I created this, so I think I captured it well. So I guess it's your guys' job in the comments to tell me how I did. I think that's enough of looking at the design here, but we'll probably go back to it at the end too. So this section is going to be talking about the skills, and I figure I could play some videos from the movie itself, trying to capture what his skills could look like and like animations. So for attacks, I feel like the best way to represent them would be in the final battle. He does a bunch of different stuff towards each of the main Big Hero 6 heroes, and they're each meant to like sort of counter them, or like they're supposed to specifically hinder them from being able to move. So for example, the The Fred one kind of just blocks him in, and oh yeah, it grabs him as well. So I think a good thing it could be in the game is either like a stun, or I don't know how else it would work, or if it would create a different kind of side effect. But anyways, the arms would come out and grab the character and make them immobile, and possibly make them unable to attack as well. And yeah, that'd be fun to see. Obviously, I think most of the animations would be with the microbots, and YOKAI just kind of controlling them from the back. So another one he does is with Honey Lemon, I think is next, yeah. And she creates her bubble, and he starts kind of like stabbing through it with the microbots. And well, we got the bubble with Honey Lemon, so that we clearly got inspiration from that. I think that a good attack would be that those microbots stab in all over the characters and does damage to every character on screen. And I think that's a pretty good way to do it. And maybe it would be against certain like shields and stuff, it'd be good, because like with Honey Lemon's move, maybe it would be a good counter to Honey Lemon's move or something, where it can break through it super easily, or something like that. I think that'd be a fun way to do it. And there are other characters that have a move similar to Honey Lemon, so it could work in that way as well. And then with, I think Go-Go is next, and she's captured in like this ball. So it would be kind of the opposite of what Honey Lemon does, where he grabs a character in a ball. But it would be the same thing as with the Fred one, where they wouldn't be able to move or anything. It would basically be like a stun of sorts. But maybe it would be where that character couldn't be attacked. Like there are certain moves like that with Mr. Big, where he grabs a character and freezes them or something, but they also aren't able to be attacked during that time. So maybe it would get captured in that ball of microbots, and then it wouldn't be able to be attacked. I think that'd be an interesting skill to see. And then Wasabi, finally, it pushes into walls on both sides. So we could just see one character specifically get two walls pushed into it suddenly, and then maybe that would be a stun move, where they would get stunned for a certain amount of time because they just got, you know, they got two walls broken over their heads. I think he would probably be mostly an attacking character. I can't think of many like status effects he could do necessarily. But I think a fun idea for his death animation at least would be him taking off the mask, or maybe the mask shattering like when Baymax grabs it. But like he takes off the mask and like looks down or something like that. There wasn't anything in the movie really where he did that, but I would imagine they would want him to take off his mask for that specifically, and maybe the entrance animation would then him be putting on the mask or something. There is actually animation of that. I don't have it on me, but he does actually do that in the movie, so they could replicate that pretty well. So for how he would be released, I'd say he worked pretty well as like a sign-in hero. I don't know how great he'd be as a prize wall character, and they haven't really been doing diamond crate characters, otherwise I think he'd work good for that too. Yeah, I think he'd just be a fairly generic one. I don't think he'd be a contest character or anything. But let me know what you guys think about that. I think a cool friendship he could have would be with Hero, because they both use microbots, so we could see that in action. And obviously they have some sort of connection in the movie itself. I think his other friendship should probably be with another villain. And one idea I had was just be with Syndrome, since they're both fighting like a big superhero team. I was trying to find someone who like related to him with like his daughter, or someone else that just like wore a mask in general, and there aren't really any other villains that have that. So I'm going with Syndrome. Let me know your suggestions on friendships he could have, because I feel like those weren't that great, but let me know what you think. So other than that, I'm trying to think what else I could do with this series, because again, that's another thing that you guys just gotta let me know in the comments. Like, how could I improve off of this video? Could I make the skills more obvious, or like make an actual name for the skill, and have some text on screen similar to how it is. I don't think I could make badges for each of the skills. That would be pretty difficult to do. But I could make names for the skills and put them on screen. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Seriously, I appreciate it very much if you did watch this, because like I said, I spent a lot of time on it. Let me know. I said this so many times, but again, let me know what other characters you want me to see or want me to create, and which ones you want to see. And I will try to do them. Thank you for watching. I will see you then. Goodbye.